Well, Ainur, as I understand, we're going to cook something with fish today. Do you like seafood?
Yes, of course, it's so healthy.
That's perfect, because today we're going to dive into Estonian cuisine, which is known for its love of fish delicacies.
Right, and the guest for the Talk and Cook show today is the ambassador of Estonia to Kazakhstan, Jaap Ora.
Now it's time to cook.
Hello, Mr. Ambassador. Mr. Ora, thank you for joining us today on this program. We are very looking forward to cook the dish you've presented now for us. Please tell what we are going to cook and tell us more about the ingredients we have today.
Well, thank you first for the invitation to be here, and it's great fun to cook something on camera, as I've not done something like that before. And yes. So today I'm cooking pike cutlets.
Pike cutlets, okay.
So you need the fish,
the pike,
and you make a dough out of it. You grind the fish. You need actually a fillet. We have this pike here just to show you the fish, because it looks great, and then you know what you're talking about.
The actual fish, right.
Then you grind the meat together with some other ingredients, and you form the cutlets. You fry them, and you serve it with what we say butter potatoes.
Butter potatoes,
talk about it later, and also with green beans.
That's great.
So now let's move on to the first stage.
Yeah.
Which is, working with the bread, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to break it into small pieces, so then it's easier to soak it. So if you want, you can help with the part of it.
Yes, of course.
So how often do you cook it at home?
For us, it's somehow like a summer dish, because in summer you can go and catch the fish, for example, yourself. And then you want something light to eat in summer, and the fish meal is something really suitable. Pike is known to have very low fat, so it is something that is healthy.
It's really, yes, it really is.
And then you can cook it with fresh potatoes and serve it with your family, maybe outside if it's a warm evening. But of course, you can serve it at any time of the year. It's still healthy.
Yeah. What is the next step?
So the next thing, once you are done with this, and this has to wait a bit, is to mix the dough, but this we can do only when it has become soft. So in the meantime, you can prepare the potatoes.
Yes,
and
that's a good
this is
idea.
what I said about butter potatoes. It means we cook it with butter, so it tastes also delicious. But we do it in two stages. First, we boil them almost to a point when they are soft, and then we put them on a pan in the oven
so
to
you
cook
bake
it a bit more to make it brown. For that, also you need to switch on the oven. I think I'm not familiar with this device, but
yes, Darren, can you help?
Can
you help us with that now?
Yes, of course.
Please switch on the oven.
So we set the oven. So what is the next step?
So we should boil the potatoes.
Yeah.
And for that you take medium-sized potatoes. Then you peel them. You cut them into four, maybe 2 or 4, depending on the size.
Yeah.
And then you boil them in salted water.
Right. We have some we have done some preparations here, so yes, it will look like this.
We have one more here, so we can.
Should I cut it? Yeah.
Cut it, of course.
You need a chopping board.
Chopping board for you. And I guess a knife, please.
You better, by the way, maybe you do it the other way so the size is more even.
Okay, like
but
this?
it's fine, yes.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
And then you put them in the
Into the water,
pot.
okay.
You cover it and you wait until it goes boiling. Then you add some salt, and then we will see.
Oh, yeah. So maybe we can do something in meanwhile.
Yeah, I think now the next step would be to mix the ingredients for the cutlets, actually.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
Let us do that.
you take. We have the meat here. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
So
And you
what do we have to do?
you add the bread to
The bread.
to this.
Okay, let me do this. To add it and then just mix it, right?
Yes, just add it. Add first. Add
Everything,
it,
yes? Yeah,
everything.
all of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you take the onions.
Onions. Okay.
Right. You can add them as well.
Of course.
So and.
Oh, by the way, it's very elegant. Your moves are very, yes.
Thank you.
Like a chef.
Then you go with the eggs.
Okay.
So. Right, and then there are some more. You also add salt, pepper, and dill, but I will wait for with that. And first, you would need to thoroughly mix this all through, so
Yeah.
it is like even and.
Dear Ambassador, while we're mixing all of this stuff, I'd like to discuss with you one topic. I have to admit, in my childhood, I always wanted to become a diplomat, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
something went wrong.
Me too,
So-
me too.
So please tell us about your professional career.
Yes.
How did it start? How did you decide to become a
Is this
ambassador?
profession really
Yes.
amazing as it
Is
looks
it?
like,
Yes,
you
it
know,
is,
from
it
the...
is.
Well, it's, for
From the
me,
outside.
for me, it's a dream job. I've always wanted to be
Yeah.
that, and became a diplomat. But it's also, you know, hard work, and your career can be unexpected. But in the end, it's something you can enjoy. By the way, I think we could add some salt and pepper.
Salt
to
and
this.
pepper, yes.
We need like a
Can you do
modest
that?
teaspoonful of salt. A bit more. I guess. Okay, that's fine. Then just a bit of
A bit of
pinch
paper.
of
A
pepper.
pinch of paper, yes.
And then also you can add the.
It shouldn't be that spicy, right?
It depends on your taste, but
yeah.
we have it like not very spicy. And you can add the dill. You know, we have chopped the dill before, and this is something which is. Very
more?
Estonian. You can everything. You can
Oh,
mix it all.
everything. So we are for green here.
You said it's very Estonian.
Yeah, it's a very Estonian thing. Everybody grows it in their garden. Many people have their
yes, yes.
summer houses, and then you grow it. And
Like
you can,
ogorot, yes.
And when you have an evening meal, you just come with a bunch of it from your garden, and this smell is a very like a
Yes,
summer
very, very nice.
smell, fresh smell of summer. Now maybe
Yeah.
now we need a spoon actually.
Of course.
It helps to mix the pepper and salt nicely. So maybe you can help me with that.
Of course.
Yeah, you asked me about my career.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the end, I thought my CV is already too long. So, you know, as a diplomat, every 3 years or so, you change
Yes.
your job.
Move, right.
But this job of ambassador to Kazakhstan, it's for me the first time to be an ambassador. So it's a completely new role. And
Wow, congratulations on that.
thank you. And I'm
by the
actually
way.
very excited about that. And I feel very committed.
What does it mean for you to be the ambassador?
Well, it means that you represent your country in this country where you are working. So you should do your best to develop the relations between your countries.
Yes.
Okay, and now while we're cooking, let me share with you some interesting facts about Estonia. Estonia was the first country in the world to introduce an electronic residency program. Since 2014, people from all over the globe can obtain a digital identity in Estonia and use its advanced electronic services, including the establishment of companies in the European Union. The Estonian language is considered one of the most complex languages in the world. It has 14 grammatical cases and contains many unique sounds rarely found in other languages. Tallinn is the home to the oldest operating pharmacy in Europe, the Town Hall Pharmacy. It was established back in 1422 and continues to function today, preserving elements of medieval apothecary culture in its interior. Visitors can learn about the medicines used by Estonians several centuries ago. The old-fashioned fish drying method still used today. In Estonia's coastal regions, fish is dried by hanging it on tree branches in the open air. This age-old process can take weeks, resulting in fish with a truly unique flavor.
You can see that the water is boiling, so we can cook the beans.
Okay.
And for that also you need to add a bit of salt, just a bit. I think that's fine. And then you just put the beans in and let them cook a bit, so it will be a bit softer and nicer.
So,
And
dear
our
Ambassador,
potatoes look
And these, I
like
think-
they are ready.
let me check them. Oh, it's soft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's soft.
So now we have to put them in the oven.
In the
And,
oven, yes.
I use this glass bowl for that. And first I put some
Butter.
butter like in the at the base of it, so it will not burn.
Burn. Yeah, exactly.
But we call it butter potatoes, so there will be even more butter afterwards.
Yes, but potatoes love butter. Yes, in general.
But
It's
what
a
we
very
have
good
here,
mix.
that's
Yeah.
a great idea. You have these tools. It looks great. So thank you. And then we put, because the butter is a bit cold, we put some cubes of butter among the potatoes.
Among.
So yeah, on top of them basically.
On top of them.
So when they cook, the butter melts
Yeah,
and
melts.
then goes into the potatoes. So, and you will see it tastes very nice afterwards.
Now we need to form.
Yes, we should add
Should add.
the breadcrumbs. You
Yeah,
said.
no, it
Not
will be
now,
another
okay.
way. What I'm gonna do is like, or you can do it as well. You will form little rolls of this dough. Then you roll it in the breadcrumbs,
Yes, I see. Okay.
and then you put it on the
Put it
frying
on,
pan.
right.
So I think they have been sizzling here nicely, so it's
Yeah.
time to turn them.
Of course.
So you can see and try to do a quick move so that they would not break.
Oh, okay.
And actually, oh, nice.
Yeah.
This one in the
The
middle looks
color,
really
yes.
nice brown. The others are okay. The others also looking good. So look,
Yes,
our
great.
well-deserved meal is not far. And while they are now still cooking, we can check our potatoes to see if they are ready. And I think they are ready. I mean, they cooked a lot, and I'm sure they have a nice taste. So I suggest we can take them out.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah. So, how much time did it take? Like,
Maybe
for the baking? 10 minutes.
15 minutes.
10 to 15
something
minutes, it's
like
okay.
that.
What a smell.
So,
Yeah. It looks tasty. Great. Okay, so I will distribute the beans for
nice.
kind of 3 portions. Yes. Yeah. Something like this.
yep, exactly. Looks nice.
Look nice. and now for potatoes.
Yeah.
Now look at this. It's a pike cutlets.
I think we've done a great job
Traditional
today.
Estonian dish.
Yeah. So now let me invite you to our dinner table and try our amazing dish today.
Great. Let's do that. And thank you for your help actually preparing it.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So, dear Ambassador, now it's time for our favorite part of the show.
Exactly.
Yes, to try what we cooked today. It's pike cutlets. So, with your permission?
Yes, the result should be good, right?
Yes,
So-
I'm sure because you were such a great helper.
Oh, thank you.
And I think it went well.
Yeah,
So
we did a great job. Now let's try it.
We did
Let's
our
try
best.
it.
So, let me start with the cutlet.
Yes.
Because I don't think I have ever tried on pikes, actually. So it's also going to be my first time.
yeah, we had pike in our on our kitchen top there, so it's available here in Astana as well. And it's a very common dish in Estonia, but it's available worldwide.
Yeah.
So
What do you think about it, Dorian?
Oh, it's so soft, natural.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Thank you. Thank you for
thank you very
sharing this
much.
recipe. It's really, really good.
So, dear Ambassador, we actually have also prepared for you something. It's our national Kazakh traditional sweets. For example, this part, it's something called zhent, for example. Zhent is millet, actually, baked and grilled millet, mixed with sugar. So please, if you want to try this one.
Yes, yes. And also cottage cheese, right?
Cottage
So as I
cheese.
said, we love dairy products here in Kazakhstan. We, cherish them and use them when we, for example, are hosting our guests, honor guests. So it's always on our tables. So yeah.
yeah, some of
Just
it would be for me first time to try. So.
Yes, and borsaks
Yeah,
are made
this-
from the bread, so you can use it with the milk today as well.
Yeah, borsok I already know, and it's great also. A great concept, and we even thought that we could do it at home, like also to introduce it to our Estonian friends, for example.
It's
Great,
actually
so-
easy to cook. Yes.
Yeah, very easy recipe. And we started to talk about your plans and goals for your posting now here in Kazakhstan. So if you can continue with that.
Yes, well, I think there are some areas where we have already good cooperation. One is, for example, transport and logistics, because companies in Kazakhstan use Estonian ports to send their goods to Europe.
Yes, exactly.
So Estonia is a seaside country, so you can transport a lot of goods on the railway to Estonia and from there to Scandinavia and other countries. And there is a great interest to increase this kind of trade. Then also you mentioned digitalization, and we have already had cooperation with Kazakhstan on digitalization, and I've spoken to Kazakh officials who have said that Estonia was an example for Kazakhstan, which is now also doing great in the digital sphere. And I think there are still areas where we can do something together. Estonian companies can contribute to the digital development of Kazakhstan. And one area which is interesting is education. And Estonian education is at a very good level. There are tests called PISA tests, which are for developed countries. And the Estonian school children have ranked first in Europe in these tests, and among the first in the whole world. And then it's interesting in Kazakhstan to learn from our experience how we have reached such a great result. So these are just some areas where we
Logistics, it's like economy, digitalization and IT, and also education. I think that's the main kind of cornerstones of the cooperation. But how can you characterize the partnership between our countries so far? I mean, with that heritage, with that legacy, you've come here to this country.
Well, in fact, some Estonians have been living in Kazakhstan from maybe 150 years ago. When they moved here, and there is even one village near Astana, which is an old Estonian village, and there are still some people who have Estonian grandparents or have preserved this Estonian tradition, and our embassy has a tradition to go there and meet these people and maybe also promote some Estonian culture. And also there is a diaspora of Kazakhstan in Estonia as well. So our people know each other, and of course there has been travel and communication long ago. So we trust each other, and we have very friendly relations.
Yes, and it's always good to enhance this cooperation,
yes.
The people-to-people contacts and so on and so forth, right? It's very useful.
So, dear Ambassador, thank you very much for being a wonderful guest. We wish you luck at your job. So, before we let you go, we've got one more gift for you. Please take it home, share it with your family. You can find it here.
Yes, and have good memories about our program.
So, and it's great. So it was a great experience. And by the way, I should still try to test one of your sweets. So
we have even more sweets here.
Yeah.
This is eclairs with tari inside it. What do you think?
So, do you like it?
It's nice, and it's also a bit familiar, because you say it's sort of like the ingredients or something we also use.
Like a little bit of cheesy over there. So thank you very much for taking part, for sharing your time, for sharing your amazing recipes with us today.
Thank you too.
Thank you. And that's it for today. For more episodes of the Talk and Cook show, please follow us on Silkway TV channel.